Oh yeah. Oh, things are happening with the Yeti today. We are at Pro Audio Pro 4x4 in Provo, and they're gonna help me redo all my crappy stuff. Where is he? There he is.
What's up?
Oh, hello, senor. He's gonna fix all my fire hazards today.
I am.
Okay, well, that's bright. That's bright. That is a little better. Okay, I'm gonna explain a little bit about what's going on today. I've done, I wouldn't say a lot, but I've done some stuff to this, and it's all been me learning how to do it. We moved bumpers, sent out these bumpers, so we installed those. I learned how to weld on those. There's two little 4-inch light pods in the back. All these lights are in there. I have a power inverter inside, a train horn with a compressor. And at one point I had a PA system, which is currently broken. But basically for all of those things, it's just been me and my friends learning how to do stuff on my truck, basically. So it's at the very least a bad idea to leave it the way it is. So we'll pop the hood, we'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so first of all, you can see it's pretty dirty. She goes off-roading quite a bit, but this is the main situation we're gonna address today. The main one being this cable. This all looks like garbage. It functions just fine, but we're kind of taking the truck from, currently it's been kind of a, it doesn't have to look pretty, it just has to work. And we're changing that. It's gonna look pretty now too. Stuff like this, these are switches I put in that I literally just dremeled out. You can see how poorly they're actually in there. Today we're probably just doing wiring, rewiring everything to make it safe. Not today, not this video, but eventually we're gonna do a whole electrical makeover on this truck. Essentially, we're gonna do new speakers, we're doing new switches. There's not a lot of room down there in the driver's compartment area, so we're probably gonna end up putting some switches in the ceiling. We might do some new lights. We're definitely doing a new sound system. I kind of want to throw a winch in there, even though I feel like I'd never take it somewhere that I would actually need it. The reality is I might. I don't know. It's my daily driver right now, which is about to change, by the way, another video. But we kind of push her as far as we feel comfortable doing right now. And if I have a winch, I'll push her farther. Long story short, we're redoing this bird's nest, and we're gonna hopefully make this thing a little more safe. We're gonna show Colton what's going on inside. He's actually already looked at it, and he's already given me all his list of griefs. We're gonna do it anyways, and he's gonna go over them again for you guys to understand how much of a mess this is. Okay, so explain everything that's wrong with it.
It makes me sad every time I see this.
Oh, well, that's just rude.
Oh man. Well, the biggest problem that you have is all of your main power wires that are piggybacking off of your battery and off of your battery junction over here. I'm not seeing a lot of fuses, and
you are correct.
that is really scary, especially this big thick 4-gauge wire right here. That firewall has no rubber grommet in it at all. Vehicles, as they drive down the road, they tend to vibrate, shake, and when those wires are going through a sharp metal piece like that, they'll eventually wear down to the point where the copper becomes exposed. It will basically short everything out. And all of these little wires right here will start to overheat, and it basically creates kindling for a fire. And before you know it, your truck is a complete fireball.
So what you're saying is this wire in particular is a gigantic fire hazard.
Yeah, that's an incredible fire hazard right there.
So good thing we're in here fixing this today.
Yes, you have a lot of current going through that one wire right there, and it will burn it up. So
is that constant? So this goes to the power inverter, which has a switch on and off. Does it only run, or is it constant?
That is constant power.
Oh,
so
okay. Well.
fire?
You know, that's what Colton said. I was not trying to start a fire, but
Somebody was. Wow.
Well, good thing we're in here.
Someone doesn't like their truck.
Hey, I like this truck very much.
You know,
I just wanted to learn.
in case you need some wire nuts for working on your house, there's a couple extras in here.
We actually replaced a lot of that. Used to have just house wire. I used to be a handyman, so I had a lot of wire nuts laying around at the time.
Handymen don't work on cars, apparently.
Well, they figure them out. They just don't do it the right way.
Hey, you know, on the good side though, you got a K&N filter in here.
Yeah, it's just filthy right now.
It's really dirty.
Yeah, I'll clean it.
It's safe. Look at that. It's nothing like having wiring hanging down on your exhaust and your suspension.
Hey, that's why we're here, okay? I already know I'm an idiot. You don't have to point it out. This is Dave, everyone, by the way.
Hi, everyone.
Owner of this establishment, this fine establishment, where if you bring them your stuff, they'll make fun of you.
Sometimes.
I get where I'm at with my wiring skills. I'm not trying to pretend that I'm good at something I'm not. I'm not good at wiring. Look at it. Colton made this worse looking, to be fair. So what is this? You want me to put this in my truck?
Yeah, we're gonna do this, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not coming to get your ass out of jail.
Dude, super down to put that in there. Dude, I'm down if you're down.
This black wire right here, this guy.
Uh-huh.
That comes from right here, loops all the way around here, all the way out. 100% no fuse on that entire thing.
Is that power?
This is power, and this is running along all of your factory wiring, where all this loom is. Any type of a pinch, if it was ran through where like the body mounts are, or through suspension or whatever, anything that pinches this can cause the entire truck to go up in flames, and you wouldn't even know because you're driving down the road. Basically what I'm doing is I'm just trying to clean everything up and get to a good starting point. And then we're just basically gonna rewire everything and make it all functional, but still clean and safe.
Safe being the main one here.
Right, right. Well, I mean, you know, it's not my vehicle. I don't care if it catches on fire. But
I do. There's no way insurance will pay me what this thing is worth.
Especially with you documenting how bad the wiring is.
Yeah.
You know, I hadn't quite thought of that.
What are you turkeys yapping about over
What's
here?
all this stuff hanging out of your dash? Did you do this?
A hard day's work.
Oh. Look, we can recycle wire. We have a whole trip to the recycling with all that. That's
what's going on in here.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Your power wire that you have here, the outer shield kind of hints to the fact that it's 4 gauge. So the problem that we're looking at is it says right on the thing, right on the power inverter, use 1/0 gauge cable. That is nowhere near close to 1/0 gauge cable. What
do you think I am, a scientist?
You just have wires randomly taped to the input terminals.
You know, it That's how we got it to stay there.
I'm wondering what this looks like when I undo this.
Probably not great is the answer.
Seriously?
You don't need to ask seriously because I think we've already answered yes, seriously, on all of this stuff.
There's that, and then I'm looking at this ground wire, which is taped up the exact same way that the other one was. But if I follow this all the way down here, we have it taped up and just randomly hooked up to a seat bolt.
And lots of dog hair.
Lots of dog hair. Last I checked, carpet is not a inductor. So...
Well, when's the last time you checked? Maybe you're wrong.
And it's loose. Look, you can see it moving.
Yeah. Basically what's happening right now is this was more of a mess than he realized it would be. LOL, I'm really good at doing things. So we're gonna just button this up for now. He's got other customers that are more important than me waiting. And so we're...
a good way of putting it.
Yeah, we're at a decent stopping point. He's gonna button it up and we're gonna come back in a few days and finish up the... Oh, stop doing that. There we go. Finish up cleaning up the wiring in this so that we can start putting new stuff in it once all the old stuff is cleaned up and functional and not gonna catch my truck on fire anymore. Ha!